Hello there, and welcome back to our channel that is solely dedicated to helping students who need help with their calculus. So, contrary to how explicit differentiation is done or the process itself, so implicit differentiation would still employ the same process, but we just have to take greater note that the y changes with respect to x, or otherwise stated. So let's first solve number 1. So number 1 would be 3x squared plus 2xy plus y squared is equal to 7. So we know that this is already implicit, knowing that the x and the y variables belong to just one monomial. So we're trying to look for this value. Dy over dx would be equivalent to that value. So we know 3 times 2, so just by the chain rule, 6x plus, so we know that this, let's choose a color, so this would be your u and this would be your v. So we can have it with udv plus vdu, so 2x times the derivative of y, which would be y prime, plus y times the derivative of 2x, which would be 2, and then the derivative of this thing here, so 2y y prime equal to 0. So the derivative of a constant is always 0. So we can rewrite this thing here as 6x plus 2x y prime plus 2y plus 2y y prime equal to 0. Then we just have to segregate the terms, so all the y prime would be here and all those without this term would be placed in here. So we should take note that this and this would all have to be transposed to this side. So going back, so we have 2x y prime plus 2y y prime equal to negative 2y minus 6x. So we have to factor out 2 or just simply y prime for now. Y prime would be 2x plus 2y equal to negative, let's have it negative 2 y plus 3x. So just to counter check if we did factor it correctly, negative 2 times y would be negative 2y, and negative 2 times positive 3x would be equal to negative 6x. So since our goal right from the start would be getting y prime, so we can have it, so negative 2y plus 3x over 2x plus 2y, and we can still simplify the entire expression. So negative 2y plus 3x over 2x, I mean 2 quantity x plus y, so 2x plus 2y if you were just to counter check it. So y prime would be, we can cancel this out, so we can have negative y plus 3x over x plus y as the dy over dx of this expression here. So we are officially done with that. So now let's go to number 2, which would be 2y is equal to xy plus sine x. So let's solve it. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can pause this video and solve it on your own and just verify it, your answer, with my answer after that, or after the video itself, of course. So xy plus sine x. So the same drill. So 2, then the derivative of y would be y prime equal to x, y prime plus y. Derivative of x would be 1 plus cosine x. So we know that the derivative of sine would be cosine x. So I hope you will not forget that the derivative of sine x is cosine x, and it's not supposed to be negative. So trying to segregate the terms, so 2y prime minus xy prime equal to y plus cosine x. So factoring it out, y prime will be 2 minus x equal to y plus cosine x, and then your dy over dx would be equal to 2 minus x. So that would be the final answer. So if you got questions with the process itself, you can always comment down, or if you've got questions on how it was obtained, you can also send me a message. So let's go to number 3, and we know that number 3 is x cubed plus 3y equal to y ln x. So just by focusing on this, so you can pause the video, give yourself like 5 minutes to solve it, and if you've already officially answered it, you can compare it to my answer. Alright, so I'll try my best to simplify everything so that we can be both on the same page. So same drill, 3x squared, so I won't be writing x prime. I will not do that because we're just simply looking for the y prime. Alright, so, and then 3y prime equal to y. Then the derivative of ln x would be 1 over x plus ln x. Derivative of y would be y prime. Then transposing all the terms, 3y prime minus ln x, so that would be inside. And then there's the y prime equal to y times 1 over x minus 3x squared. Let's write the 2 properly. Then after which, let's factor out. So factoring in algebra is really crucial. So at this point, if you're struggling, you can check other YouTube videos. Well, especially Khan Academy. They've been always my inspiration since college. So 3, taking out the y prime, so 3 minus ln of x, and then y, so you can just multiply that outright, so y over x minus 3x squared. So after which, we can just say y prime is equivalent to y over x minus 3x squared over 3 minus ln x. So if this sounds, or if this looks intimidating, or you feel like there's really something missing, you can multiply x to both. So we know that by virtue of certain theorems, you can just bypass or just multiply x to both sides so that it would still be equal to 1. So x over x is equal to 1. So obviously this can be distributed, so this becomes, let's choose another color, so let's have blue. So multiply x to here and then also to this thing here, so y over x times x, so that would cancel out your x, minus 3x squared times x. Same thing with the expression in the denominator, 3x minus x ln of x. Let me just write that down properly. x ln of x. So this can further be simplified, y minus 3x cubed over 3x minus x ln of x. So that would be your dy over dx. So should you have questions about it, you can always write down in the comments section below, or just click subscribe if you want to learn more about implicit differentiation and more problems related to that. So we're down to the last number. I don't like the color that was used, yellow green, so I'll just write down the problem once again. So 2y equal to y over x plus e to the power of x squared. So we know that this can also be otherwise written as y x to the power of negative 1. Or you can also use the division method in getting the derivative, but I just want to prefer solving it in a style that I'm comfortable with. So here, let's have 2, and then the derivative of y would be 1, then y prime 2, y prime equivalent to y times the derivative of 1 over x, which would be negative 1 over x squared plus 1 over x times derivative of y, which would be equivalent to y prime, plus derivative of this would be e to the power of x squared, derivative of what's in the exponent, so 2x. So let's simplify further. 2y prime is equivalent to negative y over x squared plus y prime over x. So let's write that properly. Plus 2x e to the power of x squared. So we know that we can still simplify that. So 2y prime minus y prime over x is equal to 2xe x squared minus y over x squared. So simplifying by factoring it out, 2 minus 1 over x is equivalent to 2x e to the power of x squared minus y over x squared. Then trying to finally isolate everything in just one expression over 2 minus 1 over x. So that would be the answer already. So if you want to simplify, we can always multiply. Let's choose blue, the dark blue version. So we can get rid of this. So we multiply x squared to both sides. So this would be y prime equal to 2x cubed. So 1 plus 2 would be 3. Ex squared minus y over 2x squared minus x. So this would officially be your answer. So if you've got questions about how this was done, I would love to know on the specific parts that you need help with. Alright, that's all. Thank you so much.